Google sucks now, is what a lot of people have been saying. But is that really true? If it is, then that has a lot of really bad implications, because lately Google can be either misleading, hard to trudge through, or in some cases, downright dangerous. And you might have noticed it when you're scrolling through search and, oh, why is that popping up? So in this video, I'm gonna be testing some of the most common problems with Google in my own unique ways. And I'll also be trying some fixes that could actually make it a lot better. But what I didn't expect is how bad it's actually gotten to find the right information. Yeah, Google has an information problem. Now, first things first, let's start with something that I know a lot about, mechanical keyboards. Now, to me, it's personally really concerning if somebody wants to buy a mechanical keyboard, they Google search best mechanical keyboard, and it tells them things that they should probably never buy. So, hopefully, that's not gonna happen here. Now, I've got an entirely fresh Firefox browser, but I'll still be using Google here. No cookies, no anything. And let's just start. What is the best mechanical keyboard in 2024? And see what pops up. Now, if you're not familiar with mechanical keyboards, then my channel is actually a great place to start, but let me just boil it down for you. Mostly, this hobby is about preference, but there are a few things that can kind of be generally held. Build quality is really important, switches can be lubed, and keyboards can be dampened. So when searching for the best keyboard, it's obviously gonna show me a board with all of those features, right? Right? And the first thing I see here is sponsored posts. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh, Hippio, but you do sponsored posts. Well, yeah, but to be fair, brands can't review my videos before I upload them, and you bet they're reviewing these ads on Google that they posted. Also, yeah, regardless, you should be skeptical of every video that I make. Now, of course, if you're looking for the best information, then keep on scrolling. Because, oh, wait, PC Mag. If you're looking for a mechanical keyboard that fits every use case, then you won't go wrong with the Razer Pro Type Ultra? What? Let me investigate a bit more. Okay, all right, lots of ads. So this is PCMag.com, and their top keyboard is the Razer Pro Type Ultra. Now I could tell you right now, this is not the best keyboard. Just out of my experience trying hundreds of keyboards. And in fact, it looks like most of these keyboards I wouldn't recommend. Like the Razer Black Widow V4 is fine. Some of them are fine, but this isn't really giving you much information. But this is the top Google result, and it's recommending things like the Alienware Pro Wireless. As someone that has that keyboard, nobody should be recommending that keyboard. But what's another use case where Google is getting stuff wrong? And Google Maps is actually a big one, and it does this a lot, where you'll search for something or a specific menu item that you're craving, and it'll show you places that just literally don't have that. Like, I searched for best boba in Seattle, and it shows me Miro Tea, a place that literally doesn't serve boba. Like, it's not on their menu, but it's right there. What's going on, guys? So already, I feel like people are getting not very useful information from Google, but maybe that's just because it's the first result. Now, there's YouTube videos, and I won't go through YouTube videos, maybe that's something for a different day. And I also see rtings.com. Wow, other people are recommending the Pro Type Ultra as well? Is that just because it's new? Huh? Now, there was some good info and some good keyboards, but the problem is, if you're researching a topic, you don't know what you don't know. Like, how do you dig deeper? But if I was just starting my keyboard search journey and it said buy the Keychron Q5 Max, that's a pretty decent recommendation. But if I was just starting my keyboard journey and they said the best upper mid-range keyboard is the Razer Pro Type Ultra, no. No. Yeah, this is actually kind of insane. Most of the top results are affiliate or commission-based marketing websites, which I can't hate. I use affiliate links when I review products, but I feel like there's a lot more to it. Because the main problem here is you don't know who to trust. Like some blind corporation making articles of all of the best somethings just so you can click on them, That's clearly not having your best interest at heart. And that's all of the results. Now you're probably thinking, oh gee, that's a lot of keyboards, Hippio. I don't really want those. Well, don't worry, I'll be getting to some other topics, like how Google almost killed my cat. Well, I guess that's more of AI, but first, let's try some common tips, like using Reddit. At a glance, this is a little bit discouraging, but let's try a couple tricks that I commonly see. Now, first, it's putting Reddit in the search, because everybody says Reddit is better. No, in fact, putting Reddit in the search has completely led anybody astray. Neither of these would be good recommendations for people. I mean, I see the Neo 80 is good, that's okay. The Wooting HE. You'd have to do a lot of digging for Reddit to be helpful. But the first Reddit answer, not very good. Also, it's not talked about a lot because of how bad Google is, but Reddit can also be pretty bad sometimes because oftentimes people will upvote because they agree with someone, not because they're factually correct. But that's a video for another day. Now, let's try a different technique, which is doing -affiliate and -commission. What the little dash does is that if these terms are mentioned, then it just doesn't include them in the search. Nope, this is actually a lot worse. None. But what if I wanted something more specific? Like, what is the best Thocky keyboard? Oh, wow. Okay. You know, to their credit, the first couple results weren't that great, but we actually got to decent information. Somebody's recommending a Neo and the Yunzi AL71. Some other stuff that actually is pretty decent too. So as far as searching for keyboards goes, like, it's very surface level. And if you're someone that knows a lot about a topic, you quickly realize that Google really doesn't dig very deep. And it's not necessarily leading you super far astray, but it's really difficult to get the information that you actually might need. Now, what about something even more niche? And this is an example that I personally had recently. I was looking for a small air conditioning unit that had 2 hoses. So I searched dual hose portable air conditioner. Bear with me here because this is actually way more relevant to the average person because this is something that I personally know very little about. It's a large ticket item, and it's an item that you generally just need right away. Like, if you need an air conditioning unit, my God, you just gotta have the best one. You can't spend a lot of time doing research. It's 90 degrees or 100 degrees, you're sweating. So I searched smallest dual hose portable air conditioner. Now, I had a couple problems. So number one, it just like doesn't show me what I'm actually looking for. And this is a bit more apparent when you start to get more niche. Like, I found dual hose portable air conditioners. Sure, they exist, but then how do I figure out which one is the smallest portable air conditioner off of Amazon? Maybe this one from Amazon? And no, it only has 1 hose. So I literally cannot find the product that I've been trying to find. Like, I can find dual hose air conditioners, but I can't prioritize their size in a Google search. Wait, maybe this is it? 14 by 14. And yep, it's single hose. Now, when I was searching for this, I spent literal hours trying to whittle things down. I found like 1 result after just deep dive trawling Google. And with big ticket products like this is actually where it becomes even more apparent how bogged down the Google search results are. No matter where you look, New York Times pops up with their little affiliate articles promoting every random product. Like, is it just me? Or is this like the only thing supporting the New York Times at this point? Because I'm sure as hell not subscribing to them when all they're posting is affiliate articles. Now, to their credit, I did actually find what I was looking for on one of their articles. And that was the EcoFlow Wave 2, which, even though it's kind of terrible for in-house use, it is in fact the smallest dual hose portable air conditioning unit. At least I think so, because you don't know what you don't know. Ultimately, this just kind of left me conflicted and confused because Google is supposed to help you find what you want. And when it's not helping you find what you want, What's the alternative? Bing? Oh God, it's not Bing, is it? It's not Bing, right? So then I tried Bing. Now, I know what you're thinking. Hippio, Bing is the worst thing ever. No one should ever use Bing. And to that, I basically agree. However, the one thing other people have been saying is really useful for finding stuff nowadays, like I hear it a lot, is that the only way you can find things online nowadays is with ChatGPT. And you know what is very intertwined with Bing nowadays? That's ChatGPT. Now, I'll get to ChatGPT in a second, but with Microsoft Copilot, it was basically the same exact deal as using Google, but with more confident language. Like, its strongest recommendations just weren't good recommendations, dear God. And it didn't give me the info in the way that I actually needed it to make my own informed decisions. Oh, and the sources that it cited? Yeah, it's the same affiliate farm articles from Google. Yikes. Like, if I just took, all right, number one is the Corsair K70 Mark II, I just got a worse product than I could have gotten by doing a little bit more research. But then, how would I have gotten to that research point? Like, maybe I'm asking the wrong questions? What is the best budget custom mechanical keyboard that Fox? I don't know. I'm desperate. No. I don't think Bing is it. We're gonna have to try something else. Let's try ChatGPT. Now, before we get into ChatGPT, I just want to talk about how AI is also helping ruin Google search results. Like, all you AI is the future type people just need to, like, chill a little bit, okay? Like, stop making stupid apps that are ruining everyone else's experience. You don't need to profit off of it. Just, like, go touch grass, all right? Oh, wait, that's actually really rich coming from me. I touch grass, all right? Because let me give you an example. I love plants. You might see my poison dart frog vivarium behind me, or maybe my 200 houseplants collection. Shout out to @HippioPlants. But what if I didn't want my plants to kill my cat? Because I love her very much. Oh yeah, did I mention Google tried to kill my cat? Anytime I'm trying to search up plant care, Google search results have been absolutely toasted. I can search like, is Catalia toxic to cats? Because I want to know, is an orchid toxic? Now, for this specific case, the first thing that pops up is Greg.app. Greg is a literal garbage trash fire of AI generated bullshit. Like, literally, they've just got fake articles, fake AI. What the And I don't even know where they're pulling their information from. So sometimes their information is correct, but other times it can directly conflict with what true sources are saying. And sometimes AI search results can be downright dangerous. Like, for example, I was looking to see if natal mahogany trees are toxic to my cat because I want to know, will this tree kill my cat if I put it in my house? And Greg says, cats and plants often engage in a delicate tango. That is AI as hell. The natal mahogany is no exception. This plant's non-toxic nature means it's typically safe for cats. Okay. But then what they cease to mention is that the seed pods can actually be really poisonous. Like, I went through their whole entire article and it does not mention the seed pods anywhere. It just says that it's a green champion in the realm of cat-friendly flora. So if you grew this plant, it had seeds, and your cat ate them and died, AI led you astray. Now, obviously, this is kind of extreme and just one example of AI ruining search, but I'd like to know if you guys have other examples, because I do want to dive a little bit deeper into this topic. So leave a comment down below. And stuff like this is only the beginning, because I asked you guys what problems you have with Google, and tons of people said AI is ruining search results. Images are basically spammed with AI nowadays. Like, I'm in my mid-20s, I'm not a boomer, but I feel like AI is supposed to help us, not hurt us, right? Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh, Hippio, you're gonna check out the new ChatGPT update, and it's gonna save the day. Well, it released literally the day of filming this video. So I didn't really know what to expect, but the results were exactly the same as the Microsoft Copilot, with a little bit of good, but mostly bad. Okay, there's some interesting stuff here, but it's basically just regurgitating Google, but with more flair. So ultimately, none of this is really helping me get to the core of my decision. Like, it's saying the Keychron Q5 Max is the best overall, which I will say is... Oh, it's citing its sources, actually. Bing, Artings, and Indat. Yeah, so we already looked at these on Google. So it's just summarizing Google, or Bing, I should say. And it's providing sources, albeit the same affiliate articles. It just kind of leaves me wondering, what is the solution here? If Google's been completely overrun by these affiliate farm articles, and sure, some of them are giving good information, but like, what if you just want the honest best? Does that just not exist? Are we just too lazy to do our own research and determine what's the best for us? To a certain extent, yes, but also when it makes it so hard to do your own research and actually weigh pros and cons, then it kind of just leaves you stuck and frustrated and burnt out. But that's not the only problem, because there's more to life than just buying products. What if I wanted local tourist attractions or really cool things to do? Now, let me provide you another real-world example. So I have a bunch of really weird health issues, and I can only really eat sourdough bread. Like, I can't eat other bread. So I've had the hardest time finding sourdough bread and sourdough things on Google, because it'll just tell me random places have sourdough when they don't. Well, let me search sourdough pizza Seattle. Oh, it's gotten a lot better, actually. Wow. Well, this is more of a Yelp issue, but I can tell you that half of these places don't actually have sourdough pizza, and it's putting them on a list of sourdough pizzas. Now, on Google, it actually did tell me right away. The second response, sourdough pizza. The fourth response, sourdough pizza. That's pretty decent. But then, actually, no, because it tells me that Ballard Pizza Company has sourdough. I don't think they do. But then when we go to Google Maps, it's telling me that multiple places have sourdough pizza when it actually doesn't. So that's just actually wrong. You were so close, Google. Okay, so literally as we're editing this, we had an issue with DaVinci Resolve, and we were like, okay, this will be easy to find via Google. It took 30 minutes, and we couldn't find the solution. God! Now, what I looked at today was just a couple nitpicked examples of my own personal experiences with Google, and I'd love to know what your experiences are. Does it feel like it's gotten way harder to find valuable information nowadays? Or is it just kind of specifically search-based on specific things? Is everything an affiliate article? Because I've personally felt like some stuff is really easy to find, and other stuff I've just completely given up looking because I feel so demoralized by not finding the actual info I want. I'm kind of left at a bit of a question mark. Like, Google does feel way worse to use nowadays than it used to. And don't even get me started on all of the random AI garbage stuff that has popped up, because I barely scratched the bottom of the barrel with that. It's getting a lot worse. But let me know what you think. Did you like this style of video? I kind of just wanted to rant for a little bit, so let me know if you like Hippio rants. Yeah, that's all I got.